Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's second topic. Todd Monken is catching all of the heat. Look. Guys, I want to make sure that I say this, right? And I want to come off as clearly and as astute as possible, okay? Now, the Baltimore Ravens, during this tumultuous year, has had the worst defense in the entire NFL. And it has not been close, okay? They've been putting up historically bad defensive numbers. And we've heard excuses. This is before anybody got hurt. We've heard excuses. We've heard grandstanding. We've heard protection of certain guys. We've seen and heard a lack of accountability. We've heard and seen the defensive players lash out at fans. Now, you got guys, all these reports now, all of a sudden, are coming out about Todd Monken. Now, for context purposes, I never wanted Todd Monken. No. You guys remember that. I'm always honest with everything that I said. I never wanted him. Okay? A lot of people said, no, Nitro, he'll be good for Lamar, he'll be good for the team. I'm telling you, he'll be good. And I doubted it. Because I kept saying, bro, if this is someone Harbaugh doesn't feel all, you know what I'm saying, defensive about, then I you know what I'm saying, I don't trust it. Because he was like, oh yeah, his wife put him on to him, he brought him in and just said, yeah, I'm going to hire you. So I was real skeptical. He has put up, before Lamar went down, they were averaging 38 points a game. Third highest in NFL history. Last year was one of the best offensive seasons for a team in NFL history also. That was the combination of Lamar and Todd Monken. And the year before that, they had a better offense also. I think it was averaging 26, 27 a game, something like that. One of the top offenses in the league. I think it was like number 6. So we have had a large amount of success under Todd Monken. And all of a sudden, the only person that everybody seems to have smoke for is Todd Monken. Sounds like a Harbaugh thing. Check this out. So, Kevo posted this. I've been seeing a lot of different people posting. Baltimore Banner responding on it. Baltimore Sun doing a piece on it. And this one says, the Baltimore Banner article from Gianna Jade on Ravens OC Todd Monken. Sources said Monken is not always an easy person to work with or for. Players have clashed with him in meetings, with some storming out midway through. Monken arrived in Baltimore with a reputation as a tough love coach, but some players have found the love part does not feel genuine. Now, it's funny how this is highlighting the people that he has to work with and work for, meaning the players and other coaches. Okay. Then you saw that I saw this posted up and it said, sources that the Baltimore Ravens look to turn around, spiraling the season. Some players have grown confused or frustrated by coordinator Todd Monken's play calling. I'm going to stop all of that right there because I could go more in depth into the actual article, which I read some of. But I'm going to stop all of this right. Full period stop. Hit the brakes. Emergency brake. Come to a stop sign. Where it's not coming from? Do you know how hard it is to call a play call? When your offensive line can't stop three-man rush? Everybody's saying, oh, the run. Derrick Henry on over 70-something%. It's like 71.2% of his rushes is hitting the backfield. You guys know that, right? Out of 430 rushing yards for Derrick Henry, 329 of them or 330 something of them are all hit behind the line of scrimmage. You know that, right? So how do you expect a guy to properly call a game when the offensive line can't run block and they can't pass block? Then, to make things worse, the offensive line gets your star player who makes everything work hurts. gets him knocked out, sitting on the bench with a towel tied up like a Ninja Turtle on his leg. What do you expect him to do? Cooper Kupp was throwing balls, wide open ducks to every defender that had their arms wide open. Well, I just heard the news today. Y'all remember that song? With arms wide open, under the sunlight. That's what he was throwing it to. Everybody that had their arms wide open under the sunlight. How many times did Zay Flowers fumble the ball? How many times did Derrick Henry fumble the ball? So you're like all this hate towards Monken. I'm like, yo, I get it. He's not perfect. He's not. But we've heard fans complain about Shanahan. We've heard fans complain about the Rams head coach. I've heard Chief fans complain about Andy Reid. We're not even going to bring up Philly. So what the coaches are calling is not always going to be what you want or going to be perfect. But how is this man taking all of this? Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. How is this man taking all of this flack, but then the defensive side don't get nothing? Oh! After calling out the fan, talking about some, you guys are spoiled. Oh! Then having another guy like Jack, whatever his name is, Letterman or Lettervan or Lettercan, come out and agree with that foolishness. Oh! No. I'm not going to allow you. I'm not going to allow you to defame somebody's name and somebody's job abilities simply because you don't want to take accountability for your missteps. And that's what's happening. This looked full-blown. Harbaugh's throwing this man under the bus, throwing him to the wolves, and saying, yo, we're losing because of you. Wouldn't it be funny if Monken say, yo, it's not my fault the offensive line sucks. I didn't force those guards on the field. Wouldn't it be funny if he came out and said that? Because then it would really put Harbaugh on it. Because it'd be like, you're the one that forced these guys on me. They should not be starting. I want those two guys starting. Let's see how well my offense does when we can actually stop a three-man rush coming at one of my quarterbacks. I'd love to see what they say. The backup quarterback that they were so high on, trash. Cooper. I knew Cooper Kupp was going to be trash. I knew it. Called that out too. No. His red hair, it dictates the flame that burns inside. It shows everybody how hot the flame is inside to be great. Mistake. Straight up. And now we're stuck. Now we're stuck with him, right? Bro, I don't like foolishness. I really don't. This is wrong. This is so wrong. And disrespectful too. I'm not saying Todd Monken's perfect. But y'all ready to throw all of this stuff is coming out about, but not one echo about John Harbaugh or Zach Orr? Yeah, all right. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a slandered job by John Harbaugh or one of his flunkies? Do you think this is them trying to pass blame to somebody that is much less deserving of any of the blame than they are? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, all right? But as always, that's episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, you know, all of the comments. If you haven't already done so already, check out The Wunderkind Morning Show live, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. We touch on all topics of sports, breakdowns, sports culture, pop culture, sports amongst other genres, NBA, NHL, NFL, everything, and a little bit of nostalgia trivia for the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Guys, be there, be squared. Smack that like button, become a subscriber, or even become a member, and hit the hype button, okay? Let's get it. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and just stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This is your Wonder signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Huh? Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.